Yeah, so with Relly, right here, I mean, a stock former runner. I played this stock so many times in the past, and I'm just recording, re-recording over this audio for this December effect video. So basically, all these stocks just were going up a lot more than usual, right? January, December, I'm seeing a lot of stocks are gonna go, right? Last year, same thing, right? Some people call it the January effect. I put December effect on the video because the stock's been running already. So I don't know if it's the middle of the run, the tail end of the run, the beginning. I know they've been running. I know I'm gonna be more aggressive, right? So really, right here, you see it went 500%. Uh, yeah, it was from under the ones all the way to five, so over 500%. And I mean, it ended up failing and going red on the day. But like I said, this stock has gone so many times. So, I mean, it had your move. You could either take it or not. I mean, for me, these stocks get very difficult in certain levels, you know. And as you see right here, this is just a screen recording that I'm playing and sending to somebody. But I'm also trying to give you something out of these videos and out of these stocks. But as you see, I mean, this is pretty simple. I mean, it was just one day it went up very hard. I can't even remember if I pulled the news from this video. Some of these stocks I won't pull the news. I mean, you could go back and look at them. You just type in the ticker, you can see RELI, Reliance Global Group. Like I said, they ran so many times in the past. For me, this is just being consistent and being ready to hit it. Let's see what this is. So right here we see AMPG. Perfect breakout, right? I didn't play this. I had played this days before, I believe, on that first run up right there that I showed. But right there on the bottoms, that daily chart, I mean, this stock ended up running and, nice and clean too. It had news. I ended up putting up the news. I believe it was like an offering. It finished the offering. But I mean, as you guys know, maybe some of you guys don't. I mean, the offering obviously can be some of the worst news. All right, so maybe some will say completing the offering can be some of the best news, right? But again, this isn't an exact science at all. I will say this: I've seen plenty of stocks this year run off something like that. I didn't play this just for other reasons, but just to pull it up and show you. I mean, it still went from the twos, up to five. So, and I believe this is a bigger float stock. Let me see. Yep, 50.8 float. So 51 million float, and it still doubles. It still in early December was down at one, So I mean, and this stock has been beaten down before, but as you know, as we see, it prevails pretty much. Shit, that was the news. AMPG, pretty nice move. Amplitech Group, former runner again, right? As you'll see with most of these stocks. And I'm re-recording, mind you, as I do this voiceover, but I don't even know why I put up SVRE. SVRE, yeah, so many plays right now, so many stocks running, different times of the day, pre-market, midday, aftermarket, morning spikes. It's so many plays that, I mean, I can go back now, and it could be 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I might have forgot one of the plays. Now, I wouldn't have forgot the biggest runner, but I mean, in any given day, instead of it being 3, it might be 13. So it's hard to keep track of every catalyst, of every, reason why I played this, why I didn't play this. But, and it's as crazy as it sounds, sometimes when there's so many stocks in play and everything's moving, sometimes, I can't say I've done worse, but I could say it does get a little bit overwhelming, right? MOBX, Mobix Labs, another former runner. I played this so many times. 44 million float. I guess I had just pulled it up. Didn't do anything that day on it, but I seen it. ATNF, former runner. This stock is tricky, but this stock goes hard. I mean, as you see right there in October. What was that? Let me go back. Yeah, ATNF. So back in October, what was that? From 4 to 17. It's crazy runs. You know what I mean? Crazy, crazy, crazy runs. CMND, Claremont Group. Former runner. Ugly stock. Choppy stock, I should say. I didn't play it. I'm always cautious of this one. I don't love it. But there's been plays on it all year as well. You know what I mean? So, you see right there, I set up them nice lines for y'all. Maybe part of this video I was sending to somebody because I don't think I'll be posting this just on YouTube. But, I mean, here. So you can just do the math on this if you trade right there for free. Look. What you want to do, you know what I mean? And a lot of this comes down to that. Comes down to support and resistance, key levels. In my opinion, I mean, you're going to always get further with that and penny stocks. Probably in most other assets too. I mean, support and resistance is support and resistance, right? TIVC. Healthcare systems. I'm looking through their news. Yeah, different news. I mean, another former runner. Again, I mean, out of these stocks, it seems like everyone I'm saying that, and that could be a broken record, but at the same time, a lot of you guys are going to look for something that's a guarantee or something, which I'll never tell you, oh, there's a guaranteed indicator. There's this. You'll get through that journey, right? But I will tell you this. When I keep saying former runner, and I can literally tell you with conviction, like all of these stocks, all of them that I'm pulling up pretty much are former runners, right? So what does that tell you? We got Hour here. Hour Loop. I think it's an AI stock. I have to look. But I mean, this stock, I destroyed this stock, right? Killed this stock on a nice clean pattern, right? I'm going to pull it up here on the 3 chart. Let me see. Nice catalyst. Nice straight run up. I'm going to always look at these. These are golden plays for me, right? I might be saying way too much on YouTube right now, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not looking to take little bits out of volatility when I'm playing the most volatile assets, right? So I want to take the most win. I'm not doing this to take the small win, if that makes sense, right? In the long end, that can be misconstrued. So, all right, so here it is on this 3 chart. The 2 minute, the 5 minute over there to the bottom right. And then the daily up top, right? I end up mixing it up and put in, let me see. Okay. No, the daily's here at the bottom, right? And you just see that run up. Editing these too, I got a couple different monitors, so I'm editing off the monitor that I don't exactly trade off of, right? So I'm just trying to make sure I get down and try to show you guys right here these. Oh man, look at that. Two to six, I believe it went. We're talking about what 300% run up. See what this next stock was. ABAT. This stock ended up going, down from the cents all the way up to 300%, whatever you want to say. This is I'm looking at. I'm pretty sure it was a higher float. I remember seeing this bouncing up and down. I mean, I might have took it, earlier this year. Pretty good stock, moved pretty nice, got choppy in there later. My eBay's going off right now. I know y'all heard that, so be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna be dropping some stuff. I'm working with some people on some eBay business stuff. Uh, as some of y'all know, I've been doing eBay and Shopify and stuff like that. Mostly eBay and stuff, just e-commerce, I should say. Um, Let me see. T-Raw's Pharma down from 5 to 15, 16. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful play. Runs up to 20. I believe this was a higher float. So that 250% move. This is in one day. You know what I mean? I could talk about cryptos all day with y'all that did this in a year. This is in one morning, right? One shift, 250%. So if you just got half of that, 125%, I mean, mind you, I don't try to go for all that. Somebody could. I try to get the layup, the guaranteed. And I ended up pulling up the 5 minute and really breaking down the trade. So yeah, I won't go through all of these same stocks, over and over through and through. But I mean, as you can see, and I hope this visual is good. You guys can comment, let me know. I'm gonna be posting this on the TikTok, on IG, Facebook, YouTube mainly. Watch my YouTube. Obviously, the site's coming out. You guys can subscribe with me, and we'll talk. I'm gonna be giving out right now. I mean, I don't have a course, so this is free, right? I'd watch this. You know what I mean? I'd watch this stock. Look at these lines. I really trade these stocks, right? Like, I'm not selling you anything. So this is my screen, right? I trade these stocks every day. You know what I mean? I've took the training. I've put thousands into education, thousands and thousands and thousands, right? Hours. I promise you, right? And I mean, I have proof of it all. I've been doing this for years. So just watch me break down some of these DRCT, former runner, another one. I mean, 80 cents up to $8, right? Was that 1,000% in one day? That was December 23rd. So around that time, around Christmas, I mean, every holiday can get shaky, day or two before trading can stop early, whatever, whatever. So I'm a lot more cautious this year and last year around those times because it's no point to get burnt before a holiday, knowing that there can be less volume, knowing that things can be a little shaky, right? So yeah, I might take a move, but I'm not super aggressive at those times, just point blank period, right? Um, but I mean, this year would have paid off because around every holiday, stuff was still running either the same or ironically more than it would before, right? But that still doesn't take me fully away from my rules and just fully away from how I like to play these because yeah, I won't go too deep into that. I'll save that for the site. But you gotta be careful. You know, the better it gets, you gotta be careful, right? A lot of this is counterintuitive because one might say, well, oh, it's so good right now, everything's running, I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna keep going. I mean, I understand, right? But at the same time, I also have seen that backfire. I also have seen that out of nowhere that day where it's gonna drop, or let's say it's a crazy run up, right? Let's say this month has just been hot. The month that the day of that month, that Friday or that Monday or whatever, and everybody thinks it's gonna be crazy, nothing's popping up. I mean, you might see a worse drop than normal, right? If that makes sense. Right here, I pulled up the calculator. I'm sure just calculating. I mean, 1,000% in one day, 900%, whatever it is, man. It's just crazy numbers, right? I can just say the number like this: 8,000 to 80,000, right? What would that be? 89 cents to $8. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. So 8.9K to 84K. Now, obviously, we're not holding that. I'm not holding that long. I'm not going to tell you to. I'm not telling you to buy or sell at all. This isn't financial advice, by the way, right? This is trading. You know, my results can't be anybody else's results. But at the end of the day, the stock did what it did. I mean, I'm showing it to you right on. This isn't, my company. Let me see what I'm pulling up here. Probably NUK Nook. Let me see. Oh, BDMD. Yeah, so like I said, I'm re-recording this. I'm, on the other computer trying to edit. Comment also down below if I got any editors here, You want to work for some trading tips? Let's get to it. Cause I mean, right now I'm just really, honestly, just winging it. Pre-record some screens. Yeah, and I did end up showing Nook later in this video. Is it Nucleus? Maybe Nucleus Biotech Company. I should check. I will. I'm pretty sure though it was. So we got 4 to 78 in 3 days, right? And I want to fast forward to where the video goes, but y'all see it, and my screen will go blue, right? When I pull that stock up, I'll change the chart and everything. But $4 to $78, right? Again, I need y'all to see what that means, right? So just like we had the last one, that means 4K. Okay, so on that last one, I might have been wrong. Let me pull out this calculator. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. 0.89 plus 1,000%. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 89,000. Okay. For the last one. Now for this one, let me see. That's like 1,800%. 4 plus 1,800%. 72. Yep. Okay, so Let's put 4K plus 18. Mind you, we wouldn't have played this all the way up or all the way down. I'm not trying to act like we would have. 72K. So 4K to 72K. We wouldn't have did it. Look at that first red day in there. That was a beautiful short. But if we would have took half of it, which I wouldn't have took that. I'm not gonna, say I would. But 4K, got the calculator out still. Why not? Plus 900%, 36,000. So you'd have made 32,000 off of 4. At the same time, that number is crazy. Like I told you, for the 50th time, I wouldn't have played it that whole way up. I just need to make that clear, right? But at the same time, look at that percentage gain. And your risk is so low, right? In other words, if you look at another investment that you can get that much of a return, the risk obviously has to be everything on the option or on gambling or something. With this, with that 4K put up, you could have just risked $200. You could have risked 100, right? So, yeah, as we keep going, breaking down stocks, I want you guys to just zoom in if you want. Message me if you want me to break down any individual stock, and I'll just break it down for you through one of the names that's on this, video. I just don't want to keep pausing the other one and finding where I was here and this is in there. Now that I have the microphone, the plan is to just anything I have to re-record it and post it on all the socials simultaneously. So everything should be coming up. And a lot of this information, a lot of these videos that I'm sending, they are, I guess re-records of other videos I'm sending to certain people that I'm linked up with at the moment. But at the same time, I'll give some of the raw game that I'm going to give to them in these videos too. But to try to edit it, put music, like, a lot of this stuff's going to have to come on a website where you're going to have to tell me you want pure, raw trading, knowledge, because a lot of what I see online, it seems like you have to put the music behind it or put something behind it, to catch people's attention. Whereas though with some of this trading stuff, it's cut and dry. It is boring. You know what I mean? It is consistent. It's not a different song or trend or whatever. It's just what it is, and the more you stick to that, the more successful it seems to be. So, yeah, I'll wrap it up here. I'll let the video play out, but I'll let the voice recording wrap up here. And I hope you guys enjoy. Just let me know some other stuff you guys want to see here. Tap in with me. YouTube for sure, if wherever you're seeing this, but go to my YouTube and then you'll see the website there and other socials. Eric Washington on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, but definitely YouTube. Subscribe.